Remember when you could buy a clean JDM car without taking out a second mortgage? A Toyota Supra, Nissan Skyline, Mazda RX-7, or Mitsubishi Evo used to be a dream car you could actually dream about owning. But today, some of these cars are selling for prices that sound completely insane. So what happened? Why are JDM cars getting more expensive every year? And are they ever coming back down? Let's find out. JDM stands for Japanese Domestic Market, referring to cars originally built for Japan. During the 1990s and early 2000s, Japan produced some legendary performance machines. Cars like the Supra, Skyline GT-R, RX-7, Mitsubishi Evo, Subaru WRX STI, and Honda NSX became icons. But back then, many people didn't see them as future collectibles. They were simply used cars. And that was the beginning of the story. The biggest reason JDM prices are rising? They don't make them like they used to. The 1990s produced an incredible combination of lightweight construction, powerful engines, manual transmissions, and relatively simple mechanical systems. Think about the Toyota Supra's 2JZ, the Nissan Skyline GT-R's RB26, the RX-7's rotary engine, or the Mitsubishi Evo's turbocharged four-cylinder. These weren't just transportation. They were performance machines built during a time when Japanese manufacturers were pushing technology and performance to the limit. But that era ended. Emissions regulations became stricter, safety requirements increased, and manufacturers moved toward hybrids, turbocharged downsized engines, and eventually EVs. The result? Those old-school performance cars became increasingly rare. And when something becomes rare, people start paying more for it. Here's something that completely changed the JDM market. In the past, a teenager in America might never have seen a Nissan Skyline GT-R in real life. Today, you can watch hundreds of videos of one before breakfast. YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, forums, and racing games turned Japanese cars into global celebrities. And then came movies and video games. Fast and Furious introduced an entire generation to modified Japanese cars. Games like Gran Turismo, Need for Speed, and Forza allowed millions of people to drive these cars virtually. Suddenly, the Supra wasn't just a Japanese sports car, it was a legend, and millions of people wanted one. Then there's something particularly important for the American market, the 25-year import rule. Under US federal law, vehicles that are at least 25 years old can generally be imported without having to meet modern US vehicle safety standards. And guess what's happening right now? More and more legendary Japanese cars are crossing that 25-year threshold. Skyline GT-Rs, Toyota Supras, Mitsubishi Evos, Subaru WRXs, and plenty of other Japanese performance cars. But here's the biggest problem. The good ones are disappearing. These cars were never built with the idea that they'd become million-dollar collectibles. They were driven, modified, raced, drifted, crushed, and sometimes simply neglected. So while thousands may have been produced, the number of clean, original, low-mileage examples is much smaller. And collectors don't necessarily want the beat-up version. They want the rare one. Original paint, original engine, low mileage, clean interior, complete history. The better the example, the higher the price. There's also something money can't really measure: nostalgia. The people who grew up watching Fast and Furious, playing Gran Turismo, or watching Initial D are now adults, and many of them have money. They aren't just buying a car, they're buying a piece of their childhood. That emotional connection can make people willing to pay significantly more than the car's original value. And that's exactly what makes collectible cars so different from normal used cars. So, will JDM prices keep rising? Nobody can predict the future. Prices can cool down, especially if economic conditions change. But the formula is pretty simple. Limited supply, plus legendary reputation, plus global demand, plus nostalgia equals expensive cars. And as more original JDM legends disappear, the truly clean examples could become even harder to find. So the next time you see a clean 1990s Supra, Skyline, RX-7, or Evo, don't just think of it as an old Japanese car. You might be looking at a piece of automotive history. And that's exactly why JDM cars keep getting more expensive. Would you pay today's prices for one? Let me know in the comments.